when are we going to start introducing ourselves as podcasters? So what happens is we meet people and they're like, oh, introduce yourself. And we're like, okay,
Entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurs, own a cleaning business, still work 9 to 5, mom, wife, husband, dog, whatever. But we never say podcasters.
I think entrepreneur covers everything except family.
Does it? Because
Yeah.
when I hear podcasters talk, they say podcasters. They don't say just entrepreneurship.
Business owners. We own a media company. That's what we own.
Okay, you gonna say more about that?
This is a media company. So when I went to this event, everyone was talking about media, right? Everyone's talking about and if you really think about it, right, the biggest personal brands in the world, they're based around media. Like Mr. Beast, his whole brand revolves around himself. Mr. Beast is him. There is nobody else that we recognize. And we always think about having a brand that's attached to your face is bad, but he's built a $1 billion business off of his media company, Mr. Beast. He is actually now featured on an NBA jersey, which is nuts.
Oh, I didn't see that. Not his face. You mean just the name?
No, his logo. Like Mr. Beast, if you type in Mr. Beast NBA jersey, let me see.
I didn't even know he had a logo. Just his name, I'm assuming.
Mr. Beast NBA jersey on the Charlotte Hornets.
Look at that.
So look at this, literally.
So the Hartrimony somewhere.
Mr. Beast partners with NBA team for jersey badge.
Where's it at? Oh, right here. Oh,
Mr. Beast is right next to the Jumpman logo. Michael Jordan's logo. You got the Charlotte Hornets, you got Michael Jordan's logo, and you got Mr. Beast. So he's built a media empire around his personal brand. So I know a lot of times we think about building a brand that's not attached to us, but if you think about people like Oprah, she's built a media brand around herself, and she brought in Dr. Oz and all these other people.
Okay, so she had the show, and then she has a magazine, then she had the network, and then,
Oprah, the big O. Tyler Perry has built a $1 billion brand off of himself. Medea, he literally himself. And he has all these supporting cast actors around him. Yes, some of them got names, but the name of it is Medea, and he's Medea. He's built a $1 billion brand off of himself. So if we really want to say what we are, I'd say we are a media company, not just podcasters.
So if you were introducing yourself, you're like, oh.
I have a media company. What's the name of your media company?
Yeah, what is it?
Hartrimony Media. And one of the brands under Hartrimony Media is the More Than a Side Hustle podcast.
And our other podcast that we haven't got to yet that's coming out soon.
It would be Hartrimony Media, literally. And that's what I would see this as versus just podcasters, because I think you kind of box yourself in. Like when you want to do a vlog about us traveling to Spain, that's not a podcast.
No, I know that. I never said it was.
I'm saying, but if they go to our page, they see a lot of podcasts up, then they see a vlog about Spain.
Yeah.
It's a media page.
Okay, I hear you.
That's just my thoughts. I don't know.
So that's what you're going to start introducing yourself as. Okay, now we know.
We have a media company, Hartrimony Media, where we do podcasting, we do vlogging, we do content, we do social media.
Okay. I ain't mad at it now. I just wanted a clarification as to how we should go about introducing ourselves. But we do want to, before I wrap, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nah, man.
About this podcast and this journey. Well, what are we looking for in the future? We didn't talk about that. What do we look forward to doing now that we're at 100? What does that look like after?
So one of my big reasons for us not bringing guests on is because, number one, I don't want to be like every podcast out there. But I realized that there's a small amount of podcasts that have a husband and wife interviewing people. And I think that dynamic makes it different. Even if, like, I don't want to compare ourselves to any other podcasts out there. But the husband and wife dynamic, even if we're asking the same question, just because we're husband and wife, it's going to be completely different. If we're talking about family, it's coming from a family perspective. If we're talking to somebody about relationship or marriage, it's coming from a relationship and marriage perspective. Even if we're talking about business, we may ask you, what does your spouse think about? What does your wife think about you being in a business and they're not? So I think that perspective makes it totally different. So when we first started, I didn't want to bring anybody else on because I wanted to prove the concept. I want to say, can we just do it with ourselves first?
Which we obviously can.
We obviously can.
We obviously can. So the future for you would say with the podcast is to bring more guests on?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
What about you?
I would say to start getting paid for this shit is naive, okay? So partnerships, brand sponsorships, whatever that looks like, yeah, making that happen. because I know that we could bring, and it's just kind of what makes sense for our audience would be important. But I know that we're at a point that we've, like you said, we've proven the concept. We have the downloads. We are consistent. So what can we do to start getting paid for showing up all the time? So that would be something.
So it depends on, there's so many ways you can get paid from a podcast.
Right.
Like our commercials, we talk about Cleaning Business University.
Yeah.
Sponsorships is another one. They don't pay much, but hey, you can do that.
It depends on the sponsorship.
You can do affiliate deals. So if you bring somebody else on and they have a product, we actually do get paid from that from time to time, but they have a product or service and somebody decides to purchase it and we introduce them, then, you know, we get a commission from that. There's a few ways we could really dive into it, but we could really start focusing on that in the next 100.
Yeah, and then I guess just for us, figuring out what is a good consistency pattern for us to record. That would be a big thing, because right now it's just really week by week, people. I'm telling you, week by week, trying to make it work. Week by week, really trying to make it work. So if we, for us, our sanity, and for us to continue with the podcast, what can we do to make it easy?
Batching and
Batching
guests.
is probably it. Yeah.
Batching and guests.
Batching is it.
But we, number one, I truly appreciate everyone tapping into this podcast.
Yeah.
Tapping into this show. The more than
Tapping in to hear us. Yeah.
You guys have been here week by week, you know, showing love, and we appreciate it. We don't take this lightly, because you may not be paying us money, but you're giving us your time.
Yeah.
You're giving us your
ears.
attention, your ears. So, and that's things that, you know, we can't thank you enough for. So I personally want to thank you guys for that, tapping in every single week on the show.
Yeah. Thank you. I agree. Thank you so much for letting us get to 100, because if no one was listening, we wouldn't be here. We'd be like, all right, let's wrap it.
We would have been done by episode 7.
We would have been done by episode 7. So feedback from you guys. I mean, the only way you can leave feedback is if you are on YouTube, and you should be subscribing. Let us know.
Or drop a review.
Or you could drop a review.
And leave
Some
your
things
feedback.
that we should talk more about, or maybe there's something you didn't think we spoke about, and we can refer you to the episode.
I'm still tight that person left a 1-star review and didn't leave no comment.
Who left that?
Remember? I don't remember who it was.
No, I don't remember. There's always going to be haters, though. What are you talking about?
I don't know if that was a hate. I think it might have been. You said it might have been an accident, which is true.
Did I say that? Because I never think naive like that.
You said, what if they accidentally hit the 1 star and that was it? And I was like, it's possible. So
I'm shocked at myself, but that's nice. But
That's what
yeah,
you said.
maybe they didn't like it. Maybe they're a hater. Who the hell knows? But it's 1 star. I can't be occupied with that.
Yep. So leave us a 5-star review, guys. We
cover
hit
that 1
100
star.
episodes. Leave us a 5-star review. Show us some love. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. We got tons of episodes. We got tons of content up there, and
More to come.
we're gonna keep it going, y'all. We're gonna switch up the content. We're gonna get y'all some of those oldies but goodies in here. We're gonna post some of those clips in here. Make sure we stay in your ear at least a couple times a week. And if there's something that you guys want to know, you want to hear us talk about, you want to share, you want to bring a guest on, let us know, man. Because the only way that we grow is if you continue to share this out with more people, man. So that's it.
Right. Bye.
Appreciate you guys.
Happy 100.
Peace. Happy 100.